a little tip of the hat, if you will.
Oh, it will actually fully invest in this. Even though they had 4 players survive, they want more than what they just had. Had you invested in an M4, drops over that AK that he saved towards Madden. So they could have just basically ecoed around the weapons that they had, which would have still been that AK for mass. I mean, that's the thing. They are very much going for the whole shebang.
You know, confidence. And Haji, speak about it. He edges the smoke and then gets killed by his teammate. Well done, Haji. Here's a grenade. Madden will at least get. Yeah, Madden will at least get. I don't think the AK was from Haji, but.
Oh, he saved it in the previous round.
Yeah, Haji had an A1S in that specific duel. But Vladin right now has actually left last alive. It was a 4v3 where 2 players rotating in from CT just die lining up. And then they are able to eventually kill Madden, who was top con at the time. And this is weird. Vladin, unfortunately, has put himself in a pretty bad position. Because it's long-range duels. And he probably should have taken the opportunity to shoot Friend in the back of the head when he had it.
Unfortunately, we could see the X-ray, and as soon as he got positioned there, we knew he was going to go down. All it took was one of the con players swing him. Even then, you've just got to be pinpoint with that MP9 from range, and yeah, nothing can be done. But unfortunately, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer to actually get the buyback out. I mean, they're always somewhat competitive. The money that they've had going for the 4 spies, they've still got weaponry, and 7 kicked Hero and 4 will strike early. Still is sticking around behind these smokes, but spams aren't exact enough. So 7 kick can pretty much remain here without being spotted. Finally, will back away through connector. He's got his opening kill and keeps himself alive. While also on the caveat of forcing KOLESIE back from middle. Ooh, Shelfie was just jiggling with a smoke in hand. He's now getting a little more aggressive. His timing was kind of ridiculous. He knows these players are here. He's calling for reinforcements on this A-bomb site. They're in transition. Shelfie can find one. He can also drop out this smoke. These are not going to go through this, so they're sort of just halted at bay now after using a chunk of utility. Flashbang can be dodged, pushing through the smoke. Fair bit of damage dealt to Floku, but there's so many players on this bomb site, and still KOLESIE are finding, but eventually 7 activates. There's a double. And Madden on this Deagle is the only one close by for now. He might just delay for Vladin, but with that kill going that way, Molotov will be thrown out. Vladin realizes what's up and can get his gun back out in time. illwill will find a round. Ooh, helped out by 7 kicks, multi-kill there, but also Shelfie getting so much information.
Yeah, 7 kick is the one who I suppose like puts the finishing touches to this round, just waiting for the right moment to pounce. It's a really valiant effort from Bylani, isn't it? Also to tap and to run down Vladim, who I think cocked the Molotov, like, you know, lit it on fire. So he gave off a sound cue.
Madden, so much damage this nade could find, and it will, friend.
Ooh, that's a big nade.
Knows what's coming his way, tries to run, but not quite quick enough. The instant 2-man advantage, and Madden completely evacuated the vicinity. The deed's been done, the crime scene's been left. Double homicide.
Double homicide? That's the worst type of homicide.
Triple homicide. Didn't think of that one.
No, that's fine.
That's a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, if that, really. You know, but let bygones be bygones.
Well, there is that triple. Shelfie just about is able to find Bylani. Exist finally finds the first kill of the round for KOLESIE. But he's out of action now. Bomb is dropped towards top middle. Sort of actually under window, I should say. Adam's more than ready for this angle. Exist peeks in. illwill, that's another on board for there. Then with money being broken, we should see this scoreline start to level up.
Yeah, it just means we've got a pretty competitive game on our hands, don't we?
To be honest, to be expected here between both teams. I was a little shocked to see illwill win a game with rounds to spare on map number 1.
We were like, what's happening here?
39? It has to at least be 24 rounds. At least.
Yeah, like we don't have those type of rounds where we come from.
Nade waited out by KOLESIE. They could just go through the smoke and surprise Vladen slightly. I mean, Madden is now nearby, watching towards apartments. As I say that, he backs away and holds towards top mid. Vladen will find one. Back away as much as he can, but eventually those blocks will find. Madden's going to have to rotate in. Just get your gun out here. Eventually will do so. These Glocks and this Desert Eagle, more importantly for Innocent, is finding so much. If Hadji can somehow go down, I mean, you got a low HP Madden here, but Innocent did, well, that was ringing so true. Unfortunately, can't connect that final bullet on towards Madden.
Very expensive
very
round.
decent outcome.
Yeah, very expensive round that kind of realistically never should have been. And it is, as you said, the almost scare factor, right?
Never a moment to settle.
Well, yeah, with an roster, you never really expect that to be a moment. I know it feels like we're banging on a broken, like, you know, banging on the drum a little bit, or be a dead horse.
They make it so easy.
They make it so, like, it's just every time, man. Hadji, though, with an opening kill onto Bylani towards ramp, he just takes a heads-up duel with the lurker. And even though I thought Madden got the better of Friend in that, like, kind of opening duel, but it looks like Madden was able to adjust. No, yeah, Friend was able to adjust onto Madden, and then also we see Shalfie being caught off guard in window. Vladin's getting aggressive in apartments. It's either wins the round for the CT side or loses it for them. And Vladin, he's not going to clear his corners, but he does drop Kloku coming up. Unfortunately, the bomb is still standing.
Speed from Exist is all it takes. Move towards. Not going to be found easily by Hadji. Same goes for Innocent.
He's got a kit. Bomb's planted though for Innocent, and now he's being spotted.
It's a bit strange with that timing onto Vladin, but a solo HP. That's a little health to play with. Hadji was always and to sort of world against him there. KOLESIE will achieve 4. Obviously, this is another one of those maps that KOLESIE actually have pretty good win rate on. When I have watched them, it feels like I end up watching them in probably their worst games on this map, though.
Okay, I mean there haven't been many good ones recently, and this round is no different for a Madden who back-to-back rounds is actually just kind of really fumbled his lines. Now that is a thing of beauty. Innocent just sets Shalfie up for sets Exist up for a sitter onto Shalfie and an instant 5v3 for KOLESIE.
This finds another, and illwill. Nothing can be said in this round. I mean, I respect that Hadji gave the 1v2 attempt in the last. Keep your guns alive in this one, though. There's nothing to be done. KOLESIE overpower, Exist overpowers. And as the series sort of went on, when we sort of set our sights back towards us two, towards Nuke as well, probably didn't get to see anywhere near the best from Exist. Bottom performer in the whole server on Dust probably wasn't far off that on Nuke. But seeing him start to come alive here on Mirage, I mean, he's a player that's sort of spoken about in terms of the transfers that KOLESIE have made. One of sort of the brightest sparks of this team in recent times.
I felt how good he is. He's annoying to play against.
And that's the thing, it feels like you're not expecting every single map, every single series, him go nuclear. But he's slow to pick up, but it feels like here, at the moment when KOLESIE needed the most, rounds like that is what Exist can do. And if he can continue this on Mirage, finally it sort of feels like KOLESIE can have that second prong. They're very fortunate that Cloaku sort of took that burden on Nuke, because without him, without at least 3 sort of double, triple kills that he got, KOLESIE probably don't win Nuke. But maybe there's someone to sort of share in that, in sort of the heavy lifting here now for KOLESIE.
Yeah, he's just such an annoying, relentless player to play against. He's just so individually sharp and plays with a lot of confidence, like he should. And here, it's actually going to be another trade for Exist as he drops Hadji. Isn't Hadji the A anchor?
Everyone's sort of been everywhere in these last couple of rounds.
Okay. Everyone just decided to play mid.
On the back of Bailani, he is going to go to the sort of graveyard of bodies out in middle. Has been spotted now by Shelfie, who just backed away. He's got Madden close by. Smoke will be dropped down. Madden just swings straight on out to take down Bailani. And they will sort of turn the tides of that round after a couple of nice kills from Exist out in middle. Still pans out to very little.
Yeah, very surprised that goes well as well as it did.
Still 3 rounds up for grabs. Still just about enough money for KOLESIE. Gotta go away from mid and in towards A, but illwill, this aggression, will it favour them? Is there going to be a flashbang for this position from KOLESIE? Hadji actually getting a little bit more aggressive here, loses the gunfight to Exist, but does a ton of damage. 7 kick, there is no fade away from him. Oh, he's in a really weird position. How is 7 kick alive? Okay, he's not.
Yeah, he's fine, yeah.
Just dodging those bullets.
I was just thinking, I was like, oh, Hadji should just not be on A. He's worse on the bomb side he's supposed to be on. But it's a very direct round for KOLESIE where, despite them failing in mid in the previous, and them being put on a pretty low purchase, they just keep things really simple going into this round, and just out onto the A bomb site they go, and they will be successful because of it, as they just... I was going to say they get the good trades. Did they ever need a trade?
Really, no. I mean, it was 7 kick, and that was the only one that technically, I don't even think exactly an instant trade, was it? They just eventually overwhelmed him, forced him back.
Then it was all good.
This is also all good. A lot of plays towards middle, just the 1 kill found. A lot of bodies there for KOLESIE to help one another out. 13 kills already now found from Exist. Obviously a couple there helping out from the eco. But half confirmed to be one on this T side. At least it will have weapons to fight with in this last, to try to see if they can bridge the gap before the halftime switch. Yeah, I mean, players there for all illwill, just in case KOLESIE were actually going to aggress. They've got players in mid, but we can see KOLESIE have just backed away from this position, and I say site's been set towards B, but they've still got 2 players holding for any aggression towards A.
KOLESIE just have felt like the better team. And this opening towards the B bomb site is going to be pretty successful for them.
And still it can slip away. Not ready for anyone else seemingly towards the B bomb site at all. Shelfie towards his empty pillar. Friend is in an impossible spot. He's got so many players around him. Innocent wasn't close enough. Can't find Shellfield. illwill do recover. It's just they don't actually clear that B bomb site before the bomb starts to sort of get ready to be planted. You've still got a Shellfield that he seemingly weren't ready for. I assume they maybe thought the opener was going to be enough for them. And maybe illwill caught out of position. But 7-5, KOLESIE lead. We'll see if it's enough in the second half.
I think, yeah, to me, KOLESIE have just been the better team on Mirage. It's actually surprising to see them only get away with 7 rounds. But now they're going on to the defense, what could be considered the more favorable side of affairs. And they've got the wrong stack, unfortunately, as BO3 is all by himself. He's got a kit and smoke and CT, and he should just backtrack. He shouldn't really, in my opinion, amuse too much of, like, trying to take duels here. Just backtrack and just wait for your teammates and just play the numbers.
Well, it's not connecting here for Exist at all, and it's all illwill in the kill feed. BO3 will eventually be put to rest. illwill, I mean, proper brawling CCT there for both sides. Round completely determined by that fight there, and it is illwill that come out on top with the Glock spin and just spam down. We obviously saw the force buy from illwill. Let's just went for a double force buy.
All the money, all the investments. It's the illwill El Clasico. But yeah, I think we saw one eco this series, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe one.
At a stretch.
It will have a lot of space very early towards middle, and they've taken all of this silently. But there's so many players close towards ramp, towards underbalk as well. Doesn't seem to be causing illwill too many issues. It's just friend towards triple now. You've got 7K rotating to help out a Shelfie. They can find that, and in an instant, it's all leveled up. But it should be illwill now taking the lead on this T side with this one just being the eco. Not much success found, just a couple of kills from that force buy. Even with KOLESIE stacking the majority of their players over towards the A-bomb site, having 4 there. And an early kill that she found towards ramp. Didn't really do enough, unfortunately. Just the superior firepower of illwill. Coming up good.
Just making sure things are kept as clear as possible. An unorthodox position to put a nade for Madden, but it does a lot of damage. And Innocent actually did shoot at Madden. And everyone's shooting at Madden, it appears. Window smoke fade, the MAC-10 falls after only getting a single kill in this round. And BO3, with Deagle armor, he's back through A.
And you can see 7K is just sort of pushing out towards A to get this information. Soon enough, he should confirm things clear for his teammates. Bland's even holding for this flank. Only will evade it and head towards the apartments instead. Bomb to go down now from Shelfie, and that will be that. I ended up catching KOLESIE play against Bebop on Mirage.
Did I say sorry?
Yeah, it wasn't a great game from KOLESIE there. Sort of ruined their win streak that they were on this map. They had a fair few really one-sided results actually on Mirage recently, but that one was really poor from KOLESIE, and
okay.
I was disappointed by that. Exist was the only one really putting up any numbers at all, but nothing done on the CT side. T-sub was non-existent. Already this is far better than that game, so I'm going to hopefully put that one down to a bit of a one-off. And maybe KOLESIE can sort of channel some of their performances that they've had earlier. Really one-sided game against a Heroic Academy. EAC a little bit more recently, Laser Cats as well, earlier in the month. Surprisingly, these odds are a little more favouring illwill than I thought they would. It's only a one-round game. Ooh, that was almost a costly missed AWP shot from Friend. If it connects the bullets, but not quite enough to find the kill. Madden's been brought down low. Cloaku pushes out middle. Vladin is so blind, but no one's looking towards him. Even trades. I mean, surely Madden's fine.
Yeah.
Don't think Vladin, sorry.
Friends?
Do so. What's up?
That's big from Vladin. Great awareness. And also just able to slink off and causes difficulty for Innocent, who's not able to rotate onto the A-bomb site freely and Exist doesn't anticipate there to be one Palace as the hero of the T side falls with illwill then able to march to a 9th, and they're just utilizing Vladim as a kind of spearhead to get information, as a kind of prong just to go out, take space, see where Innocent is, and react accordingly. Friend actually hit Vladin underpass, and if he'd got that kill, it'd been a completely different story.
There's a lot of instances where it felt like Vladin should have been taken down, but as soon as no one initially cleared him, it sort of flipped the other way that, yeah, Vladin's guaranteed something here. Does well to find Friend, but like you said, yeah, it could have been a very different look at that round. Bomb will eventually get planted. illwill will find 9, and although KOLESIE, I agree with you, they did look like the better team in the first half. It sort of just emphasizes the point that you do really have to punish your opponents when they're sort of a little bit more vulnerable, when they're not necessarily playing their best counter-strike. Because now illwill coming onto this second half, sure, it's still very early doors. But that's a good few rounds from them in a row, 4 on the bounce. Able to find 9. And this is where we're coming towards the end of the final map in this series, where one of these two teams will have to get eliminated. Pressure mounts. Ooh, not perfect money. Okay, better than I thought, actually. Weapons were dropped on the floor. KOLESIE do have everything. I thought we were going to see Friend and Wailani for a moment there on SMGs. It's good enough. I mean, a severe lack of utility. No defuse kit as well on KOLESIE. Friend's got more than enough money, but we'll pretend we didn't see that if it comes back to cost him.
Seven kick, searching for an opening kill. Sis needs to be careful he doesn't try and retreat, because if he does, he might just fall. Second wave of utility coming in for illwill in middle. With Vladin in apartments, you have to imagine they're going to try and be accentuated now by this opening kill onto Exist. So as they leave Madden in connector as a lurk, this B bomb site is going to be under siege. Innocent towards jail, has Friend, but no AWP, which is really going to come and be a difference maker. An AWP here would be very deadly, but he's going to make the A1S still work, getting a kill, backing off, but Madden activates on the lurk. He's able to neutralize Cloaku and then just makes it very difficult for Bailani on the rotation. But Friend, he don't need any rotation. Friend's doing it all by himself. Madden is holding up the rotation, doing God's work in middle, but Friend has just found 3 kills and dropped the bomb. He just threads the needle time after time after time to make sure that no one takes a fight on their own grounds. And now Madden's just sitting there thinking, guys, how have you not traded him?
Oh, Madden just chasing shadows now. Bailani pretty much a whole engagement between the two of them. It's been a nuisance more than an actual combatant. Madden will eventually come out on top of that gunfight, but yeah, it's a really good looking round from illwill. A great chance for them to find double digits, but Friend, even without that scoped weapon, Can't actually help Innocent directly in terms of keeping him alive, but picks and chooses his timings of when to push perfectly. I mean, look how favoured he was in every single one of those engagements. Basically, no one was even fighting back because of the positioning alone. And the timings they ended up taking. That was superb, friend. Would have been very awkward for KOLESIE. Giving up 10, likely 11, knowing what the economy was like. That's a good find from Friend. 7 kick. Sort of crouch peeks into the angle. Wall bang headshot though. We'll put KOLESIE on top for this round. Most of illwill and their players do reside here over towards A, and it is still going to be this commitment despite losing the first. Good util damage. Haji's down to 30 HP, and the others have all been softened up as well, but Vladim will still find the kill to try to help open up this A bomb site. Still got 2 directly on this site though. Exist is just surviving and giving room for Bolani to play. Vladim will find Exist there. Gets tagged down. There's a lot of damage to Bolani, but there's too many players swinging wide on towards him. Now it's KOLESIE's turn to have a few rounds. Finally, when it rains, it falls. When it rains, it pours, and they finally find a few on this CT side now. Was looking a little bleak for a moment, where it felt like 10 was going to be guaranteed. We're going to see a 6-round streak from illwill, but KOLESIE, there's a couple of them. Money broken enough for illwill not to fully invest. It must be fair to illwill, you never know. They're like the odd force, and I think it was one of the illwill's earlier games. The amount of times they're winning these wild force buys they were going for. Because they do have the players that they make rounds like that go. I haven't seen them do it in the last couple of series, to be fair. But there's just one series.
I had a day. Both the games, I think I saw combined like 15 force buy wins. It was one of the most ridiculous days of my life. Even here, actually, to an extent, we're seeing some force buys in this series go in favor of both sides. They'll be begging for this one. It's not a full force buy, a bit of just a foot like down to 2k. Haji, Vladim, no armor. Scraping's a utility, and it's an innocent peeking ahead of his smoke. That nade's going to do nothing as well. It actually bounces back, but it will have disengaged.
Yeah, still have a little bit of util to play with. Not a lot. A few flashbangs, but it's just a single smoke grenade that would need to be used wisely, and it will be sent out towards middle. Smoking off window, and there are a couple of players towards connector that we'll need to worry about. That's a really well-timed smoke towards bottom con. Vladim will push through this, and the CTs will eventually spot out one. Steps being heard now. This sort of setup between the two CTs mows down the illwill players. Because it wasn't the largest investment from illwill, but it still can be dangerous if they can sort of scale into that round, find a kill, start to overwhelm. Well handled from the CTs, and back on top now are KOLESIE, double digits. They're the first team to hit it.
This is an important part for this series as KOLESIE up to double digits, and they've got all the momentum, and it all stems from that one round that the B bomb site looked like it'd fallen. The round where Exist dies early on short, and the B bomb site's quaking, but Friend steps up with 3 kills, not on the AWP, but with the A1S. And it's another time where Exist falls first. But I think the more egregious part of this round is that Innocence also died on B at the same time. So Haji's just taken all of that space, and KOLESIE might already just be amusing the fact of a save.
Yeah, I think that would be the right idea here. Unless you find something now, and even then, I think if they manage to find a player on the window, I can't quite see their face on the minimap. It's actually Madden, not on the window at all. But I think even if they did find someone like Madden, it's certainly not worth going for. And there you go, you do see that kill. There's a second lurk here for illwill. It is Shelfie towards Palace. He does need to be careful because he's slowly but surely getting flanked on himself. I don't really know who this timing favours because Friend's now posted up on the angle. Has been spotted at least. There's the information for
How much
KOLESIE
do you
as they
hunt?
try to
Is
fight
that
for this.
Yeah, you don't want to hunt too much because money's pretty bad. So even like Clocku getting a kill on Shelfie there is actually very valuable for the CT side.
In particular, when you look at the illwill loss bonus as well, isn't it? You spoke about the economy, and there's no worse moment when you're towards the end of the game and you know losing one round could cost pretty much everything, really. Do see a Mac 10 on 7 kick. I mean, still a little bit of money left over on some players, but not as much as you'd want, no. I need to ask for a loan.
I think this might actually be the kind of the round that breaks it all. If illwill lose this, this could be dire, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Exist this time, not dying first, but getting the opening kill. Friend on the A bomb site, supporting by Laney, who's also performing, and everyone it's a full capitulation. That death from Shelfie, and only 2 players surviving in the previous round, is actually going to be really like felt in this round.
I mean, let's actually have a direct look at what this spy's going to look like now as these replays end. I almost would have bet everything I had on illwill forcing this. We've seen them make similar calls this game already, where I really didn't think they'd go for a force and just take the eco. This one they will. They're sort of giving up 12 here. Giving KOLESIE 2 chances. I mean, they are playing sort of by the numbers, making sure they're as good an investment as they want. Silverkick still manages to find an opening kill out towards B. Does the nade find? No need, as Friends all will instead. Like, it could be in some hot water as there's a fair few players out towards middle, can just about sneak around the corner. Doesn't feel safe going much further. It does have teammates in position where they can start to help out now. Aladdin's in a really deep position. I don't know how aware KOLESIE are going to be of this.
How much
Judging by Friend.
Oh wait, this is actually scary now. That one kill changes everything, because if Vladin gets this with a Glock, it's a 3v2. Bylani though drops the bomb towards jungle. Vladin picks up the AWP and just needs to duel Bylani. Exist is rotating in from CT, and if the bomb just hadn't been dropped, this would have been a round that illwill, I'd say, like, just win.
Oh, Exist. Chance there. Vladin on the AWP. Won't
God.
find. The AK of Hadji doesn't either. Then over to the rifle. Vladin will
It's
find
got no
one.
armor.
He could actually spam down Exist here. Spam's going to go in the overway. 15 seconds on the clock.
Got no bullets
Exist
either.
creeps closer. Exist will find here. Surely Exist. Oh, wow. That is a massive sigh of relief for KOLESIE there, because that could have been one of the most disastrous rounds to lose. Against essentially nothing. A couple of upgraded pistols of Vladin's Glock becomes the biggest difference maker there. Taking down Friend, retrieving that AWP. It's the fact that Exist is able to actually live there after that sort of initial engagement where he's sort of caught out. Vladin misses the AWP shot, as well as
So
Hadji can't
funny.
quite find with that rifle. Even still, 2 chances for KOLESIE to close things out in regulation. We already saw the exact same scoreline on Nuke, where illwill were able to bring things to OT. Friend makes it one step easier.
Yeah,
Hadji's taken down.
This is good. Needs to be careful. Clocker in mid. He overstays his welcome after Friend gets an opening pick in apartments. Did he need to do that when they've got the opener? Probably not. Fresh smokes in window and in connector. And look at Madden's movement. He instantly gets boosted into window with the identification that the AWPer's not home, but they can't get past Exist in ladder. Finally a trade, but it's a 3v3, and Madden, He's still yet to activate the trump card for illwill. Looking to backstab by Laney, and he will get it effectively without Innocent being able to have a single word in the matter.
It's going to be this play up towards A. The round could be on Innocent's shoulders. The bomb is going to get planted.
They think he's CT. They think he's in CT.
Oh, it's so easy for the first. Vladen is able to get that kill, and Madden, in the meantime, already found illwill. Step 1 complete.
It's step 1 complete after an opening kill from the AWPer, and Klocku dying after he just didn't need to be in middle there. And Madden, rightfully so, understanding the space that he has, he takes it and he wins the round single-handedly off it. Exist definitely, if he'd got 2 and laddered there, that probably is just a round-winning play. But unfortunately, it's quite a lot to ask from an individual, and Exist couldn't step up to the task on this occasion.
There's illwill with a pause. Yet to see KOLESIE even use one. Not being a huge amount of pauses on this map, or in this series actually, but illwill do need to take the extra few seconds to discuss exactly what they're doing. Yeah, it's really tense now. KOLESIE, I mean, narrowly close things out on Nuke and OT. Do you really want to play with fate again? Underpass from Innocent. He's been able to drop down without being spotted. Shelfie's actually nearby. Innocent's pushed through apartments. Shelfie's going to be joining him there soon enough, I think. Or is Shelfie actually in short? It is some really good space.
It's really good space, but then they're going to come back towards B, where Innocence and Ladder, Haji thumping... Wait a second. Haji, does he know? Or is he just waiting for his teammate? Does Haji care close? No, he does. Oh, no way! What? I'd love to see that from his POV. How does he connect the no-scope? And you have to imagine, if someone is running towards B like that, there's probably a reason for it. It's because Shalfie's got out aggressive. No-scope available, 4-7 kick. And even though that must be one of the most ridiculous shots, it doesn't matter. It's all in vain, because illwill, they're going to be losing out this map, this series, this chance in CCT Series 4. A very disappointing outing for them. Every single game went to 3 maps. It was a slog even when they won. And here, KOLESIE, they're going to beat them to the punch, as Vladen won't be able to get past Exist. And our main Swiss has been completed as the Poles storm through.
Yeah, not an easy time in the Swiss stage either for KOLESIE. Obviously, spoke about the difficulties illwill have faced. It's been a really grueling Swiss stage for both teams. But
pause, just pause. Wow, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I suppose the one silver line is at least illwill went down in style. You know, a shot like that didn't go down without a bit of flair to it. But yeah, KOLESIE making their way to the playoffs. That's the thing. Although it's been a really tough Swiss stage for them, at least they get the reward at the end of the day. They walk away surviving the event. Whereas illwill, we have sort of harped on this team. It seems negatively, but it's because we have expectations of these players that they should be performing better than they are. But as this collective unit, it's not quite where it needs to be right now. But Swiss stage concluded. Playoffs is going to really be shaping up now. I'm curious to see what those matchups are going to be looking like, because I think seeing some of these teams in there, I think it could be really fun to see them test up against those playoff invites.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a very exciting time for us. It is done and dusted. Good night. God bless, ladies and gentlemen, and go watch England beat Croatia in the World Cup.
We'll stick around.
Heavy section. No limits. Break it. No silence. Shake it. No borders. Take it. One. Heavy guitar. 808 kick. Crowd in the dark starts.
1x bit. It'll be ace.
1x bit.
This is how Kixon gets a free kill on Inferno. He smokes top mid, flashes top mid, mollies boiler, then throws a flash above himself, swings out of the smoke, and gets a free kill. If you're wondering how to throw that utility, this exact solo play has its own tab showing every nade kicks in through. Click on any of them and you get a step-by-step guide how to throw the nade. Even has a video showing you exactly how to throw it. For more plays like this, check out metastack.gg.
And another. He's got full control of the A side. Who needs a stack?
3 kills, make it 4. The last one left is ZywOo.
ZywOo's got a second, still 76 health to play with. Looking to cut down Viper. ZywOo 3 kills into this 1v5.